Hi, I'm Jacob Furr. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, and we are in the music room. I did it right. Here we go. Well, there's a little bird in the branches of my heart, and she sings a song to me in the dark. Yeah, she sings a song to me in the dark. And when the springtime comes, she blooms with the roses, all bright red with the blushing of life. Yeah, she's blooming with the promises of life. But when the summer comes, she sings the long evenings, and in the autumn, her song, it sets the sun. And in the winter time, I'll take her home just to keep her warm. Oh, to keep her warm. Well, my friend, she has been through the mountains, and together we walked through the valleys dark. Yeah, we've been down in a valley so dark. But when the summer comes, she sings the long evenings, and in the autumn, her song, it sets the sun. And in the winter time, I'll take her home just to keep her warm. Oh, to keep her warm. And if you're looking for a love that's faithful, you're trying to find a love that's true, well, don't let it fly away if it comes singing to you, oh, to you. Well, my friend, she has always been with me, and I feel her in the winds along the coast. Yes, I feel her in the breezes as they blow. 'Cause when the summer comes, she sings the long evenings, and in the autumn, her song, it sets the sun. And in the winter time, I'll take her home just to keep her warm. Oh, to keep her warm. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Welcome
that. Thanks for
back,
having me.
Jacob.
Yeah, thanks for having me
Sounding
here.
just as great as ever.
Excellent. Thanks. Good.
Your song Branches that you just did for us.
Uh-huh.
Where did that song come from, or what made you think to write
That song I wrote not a long time ago, about 5 or 6 years ago. I've had that song for a while. I wrote it after I was married back then, and she passed away,
I'm
which is
very
not
sorry.
Yeah, it's it's a thing. But I wrote that song kind of for her in that moment. And then, yeah, it's just been kind of my number one song that I always play. So
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It almost got me beat up in Stephenville one time, so that's good too.
Wow, were you at a redneck bar or what?
Yeah, it was a cowboy. Yeah, and he was from Wyoming, and apparently
Lord.
he had that line about take her home to keep her warm or whatever. He had just left his wife up in Wyoming to come work in Texas for the winter, and he was like, "You made me cry in front of my friends."
Oh no!
I didn't mean to do that, man. I didn't think anybody was listening.
Hey, you know you have a good song if you can make a cowboy cry.
Yeah, you know, and so I've always kind of relied on that song to make cowboys cry. So,
Yeah. Awesome. The next song that you have is called Headlights. Tell us about that one.
Headlights is about we were talking about road tripping earlier, and I used to have a Volkswagen bus, a 72.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I bought it off of eBay when I was a sophomore in college, which is a real smart way to buy a car. And then I was in Amarillo, then I took it to Lubbock because I was in school in Lubbock. And then when I moved to San Francisco, obviously I took it with me to San Francisco because why would you move to San Francisco without a Volkswagen bus in tow?
Right.
And then camped out along the coast in it, did all the things you're supposed to do in a Volkswagen in San Francisco, minus a couple of things that you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
But don't want this is on the Facebook, so I don't want to get in trouble for anything. But or lead anybody on. But yeah, so I wrote Headlights. I sold it last year to a family that wants to homeschool their kids in it, and I was like, I don't think you're gonna be able to fit all four of y'all in this thing, but.
Perfect.
Have at it, go for it. And so I
That's
wrote this
neat.
song, for the bus,
All
so I could
right,
remember
let's
it.
hear
Yeah. This is Headlights. Turn on your headlights and take me down the highway tonight, where the coast of California is covered up in fog like a dream. And this old car, he runs all right, though he's seen some better days in his time. But the wheels keep on turning, and I got him up and running just for you. So tell me all the dreams in your mind, and I'll give you all the love that's in mine. Bring along your loving smile, shining like a lighthouse in the night. And we'll sleep beside the ocean without another soul in sight. So tell me all the dreams in your mind, and I'll give you all the love that's in mine. And I'm proud to have you by my side in the morning when the sun comes on the rise, and the waves beneath us crashing are filling with the colors of your eyes. So tell me all the dreams in your mind, and I'll give you all the love that's in mine. Yes, tell me all the dreams in your mind, and I'll give you all the love that's in mine. So turn on your headlights and take me down the highway tonight, where the coast of California is covered up in fog like a dream. Thanks.
Very nice.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, the Volkswagen song. I played we lived in San Francisco, we had I was trying to find gigs, you know, and there's not very many gigs in San Francisco. So I got on Craigslist one day, and this lady was looking for a musician for her wedding that could play Guy Clark and Townes Van Zandt songs, and I was like,
I can do that.
so yeah, I got it, and it turned out that the wedding was like down in Big Sur, so we hopped in the van and took off to Big Sur and camped out for like 3 days and played this wedding where I just played Guy Clark songs the whole time. I was like, this is great. This is my dream come true. This is all I've ever wanted to do with my life. Like,
wow.
Yeah, I peaked out.
Yeah. What are we going to do with you? Okay, next song is Someday.
Someday. This is a new song. I don't really know how this song came around. There's a reference to a dog in this song, and I have these dogs that live next door to me that are very loud and very mean. They're like junkyard dogs, but they keep people out of our alley. But they'll chase you down the fence line, and so.
It's like, someday I want to kill you.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. But yeah, no, this song I don't really have. There's not much of an origin story. I just kind of wrote it one day. I was just sitting at the house one afternoon and was like, oh, that works. So
cool.
Yeah. So this is Someday. Actually, let me try this again. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I got that capo is not tight enough on there. Okay, here we go. This is Someday. I'm gonna try it again. Well, I wake up every morning like a broken record, the same old song turning round and round. Put the needle to the groove and I try to find my shoes, walk until the sun is going down. Yeah, I walk until the sun is going down. The dog down at the corner thinks he has my number. Every day is gonna be his day, but I don't think he wonders why it's all repeating. Now he just enjoys the chase either way. Yeah, he just enjoys the chase every day. Because someday the clouds are gonna break, and I think the sun might come crashing down. Yeah, someday, well, my fever's gonna shake, and I'll wave goodbye as I lay my grieving down. Oh, I'll wave goodbye as I lay my grieving down. I hear cars upon the highway and babies being born, mockingbirds making up a song, and I sing along beneath them. Oh, the tune, it doesn't change, though it helps to move the time along. Yeah, it helps to move the time along. 'Cause someday the clouds are gonna break, and I think the sun might come crashing down. Yeah, someday, well, my fever's gonna shake, and I'll wave goodbye as I lay my grieving down. Oh, I'll wave goodbye as I lay my grieving down. Thanks, appreciate it.
Very nice.
Yeah, song about dogs.
Well, we had a song about headlights, and now we're going to do the reverse.
Yeah, now we're going to go to the back end of the car. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this is taillights. I wrote this. I wrote this one. This is one of those like self-serving musician songs where you just kind of talk about how weird it is to play music, because it's a really weird thing to do, to think like that I'm somehow special enough for
You are.
anybody. Well, thanks, I appreciate that.
Wonderful.
But you go and you play for strangers every night, and you hope that you have something to say that will connect with them, and most of the time you don't. Most of the time
You made a cowboy cry, for God's sakes.
Yeah,
Of course you do.
yeah.
Give yourself more credit.
Well, I mean, you play enough like patios and things like that where people are more interested in the football game, and you start to question whether or not
Well, you're just playing in the
you do
wrong
anything.
places.
Exactly. I hope so.
That's
So,
it.
but this is a song about like kind of fighting through that overwhelming sense of self-doubt that happens quite a bit. So, anyways, I'm not that sad. Sorry. This is Taillights. Well, turn up the guitars and turn down the lights. The boys in the band have arrived. Carrying with them the sad songs we love. Let 'em lead us into the night. Do they have wives and girlfriends at home keeping watch? Whose hearts are tied to the boys and their songs? And mothers and fathers at home on their knees, praying for the safety of those boys and their dreams. Are they running from the pulpit? Are they running from the law? Do they carry the memories that haunt us all. Cause they're preaching to the choir in the middle of the night. Before they disappear into a pair of tail lights. Thanks. Appreciate it.
You know, Jacob, I look up there and I expect to see Guthrie and Taylor Craig Mills and IU to come up there at any moment, you know.
It's good to have Guthrie to kind of balance out everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Guthrie, anytime that Guthrie is the balance, I want to see what's on the other end of the seesaw.
No joke.
So, I'm thinking that you've got a song coming up, Life Comes Fast, right?
Yeah.
And, I mean, it comes at you fast, but life does come fast. I'm
Always,
sitting here telling you.
Yeah.
It goes by fast.
Yeah.
So.
It's a quick devil. It just happens, so. But, yeah, this song, I wrote this one kind of for a friend of mine, kind of for myself, but it was mostly inspired by a friend of mine and some stuff that had happened to him, and it just, you know, he had an experience, and everything that he thought had been true was not. And it actually turned out that his life was way better because it wasn't true. So, funny
How that.
But yeah,
works
funny how
out
sometimes it go one way or the other.
There's
you know.
a reason, you know.
Yeah.
I call it providence.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. So that's what this song is about. Yeah, this is Life Comes at You Fast. Let's see if I can remember it. It's funny how life comes at you fast. If you close your eyes for a moment, the moment will pass. Running like a river through your dreams, down into the ocean where nothing is as it seems. And you watch the seasons change and listen to the rain. See the wind that's tied up in the trees. And you know just how that feels, wishing you were free. How swiftly tears begin to fall when the stories you have believed in are lies after all. So you pick up what you can and cry a little longer and start again. And you watch the seasons change Listen to the rain, see the wind that's tied up in the trees, and you know just how that feels, wishing you were free. Thanks a lot. Appreciate
Cool
that.
song. I'm going to take just a second to give a shout out to somebody that's listening tonight in Jacksonville, Florida. An old friend of mine that I met when I was 8 years old, and he was 18 for the first time. And I talked to him yesterday, and I know Bill White's listening tonight. And my brother T.A., they were on the USS Roosevelt together in the early 60s. So shout out to Bill and T.A. and all the other great people that are listening tonight, but especially you two guys mean a lot to me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It just happened. Sierra Madre, tell us about
Sierra Madre. I wrote this one. If you ever gone to like Terlingua or Marathon and all that stuff, so you go through the Sierra Madera astrobleem that's out there, and it's, you know, the big crater where the rock from outer space hit. And I was out there with I can't ever remember if it's a comet or an asteroid or whatever, so I just call it the rock from outer space.
If you were underneath it, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Exactly. Been a Volvo.
Yeah. But I was out there with a friend of mine named Larry Hooper, who's a great songwriter from Granbury, and started writing this song kind of about the rock from outer space. But Sierra Madera is kind of hard to say in a song, so I just changed it to Sierra Madre, which is close enough, you know. So.
Well, the Sierra Madre is in California.
Yeah, it's the mountains in California, but you know, it's, you know,
literary lesson.
I kind of like the Madre idea, anyways, a little bit better. It's a little more. Well, you'll hear it in the last verse. It makes a little bit more sense to me. Yeah, exactly. So this is Sierra Madre. Look into the darkened sky. See the fire on my trail, where gods and legends go to die. I breathe my last as I tell my tale. Burning bright, but time was not a friend. Though love is eternal light, stars must someday end. My course was set by her charts, guided by the light of her heart. We sailed alone into the night. My orbit broke when her star died. Make my bed among the stones, lost son of the galaxy. Sierra Madre, take me home. I'm weary of this all. guided by the light of her heart. We sailed alone into the night. My orbit broke when her star died. Thanks. Appreciate it.
And that's a good song.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
How do people find you on the big old World Wide Web?
The World Wide Web.
They still call it that?
Yeah, I like to tell people that you go to internet.com/Jacob Furr, but that doesn't work usually. You go to jacobfurr.bandcamp.com is where my music is. You can buy it online there.
And that's double R's, right?
Yeah, double R's, Furr.
And soon to be on In the Music Rooms page.
It's going to be on the music room page.
YouTube.
You can just just Google my name really, and it'll all pull up there at the top. I've worked real hard to make it show up at the top of the hundreds of Jacob Furrs that are out there.
And you got a song called "Lifted." Tell us about that song.
Yeah, this is a new song that I haven't. I've got a recording of it, and we're trying to figure out. Exactly. Trying to figure out how to release this one. Lifted.
Maybe more than one if you don't do it right the first.
Boy, that gives you confidence, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
no, I got this one. I'm not worried.
Thought you human.
Lifted is there's another one. A lot of the songs that I have now that I just wrote, I don't really have a whole lot of backstory to them. It's been 2 years since I released a record, and so they've kind of come out of the
vessel. It just kind of
Just receiving them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I had like a intention on writing a bunch of these. Like they just kind of showed up, or they were little ideas that came out of somewhere, and I was like, oh, I think that's gonna work. So this is one of those. But this is Lifted. Winter has lived here too long. Life frozen in the stream. The fire I built to keep me warm is ash and memory. There's a hawk in the sky, right in the wind. Blood on his tail, death in his eyes. He reminds me of my friends. Lifted on feathered dreams, we rise. Lifted on feathered dreams, we rise. Lay my hand down on the map, trace the lines into my palm. San Francisco, Birmingham. I have chased this ghost too long, and I'm learning to forgive myself. Well, I'm learning how to love. It won't come from anyone else. It does not come down from above. Lifted on feathered dreams, I rise. Lifted on feathered dreams, I rise. I rise. Thanks. Appreciate it. I feel like I'm hitting you with all the minor key songs tonight.
That's okay.
I wrote the set list out earlier and I didn't realize
played
it.
some major sevenths in there too. Tell me something. What kind of pickup is that?
That's it's the LR Bags M1.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
Really nice and clean. Really
Yeah,
nice.
it's very clean. It suits this guitar well because this guitar's got.
Dreadnought perfect.
Yeah,
for that
it's
Dreadnought.
real. It evens the whole thing out because
Yeah.
this thing can boom really easy, and the pickup it used to have in it was really bottom heavy.
That's what I don't like about a lot of those Taylors.
Yeah.
How long have you had that?
I've had this guitar for probably like 10, 12 years,
Yeah,
something like that.
it's
It's a
not a-
97.
Yeah, it's definitely not a new one. So.
Yeah, no, it's an older one. The bridge is the Larry Breedlove bridge. When he used to work for Taylor, he put those on there, and they
I
won't
was
do
up
that
in-
for you now.
I was up in Oregon played a Breedlove the other day.
Oh, yeah?
And yes.
Yes, I drug them out of there kicking and screaming, saying no.
Down boy.
Yeah.
You got a song called Sirens.
Mm-hmm. Sirens.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. Sirens, I co-wrote the song with some friends of mine. One friend was living in Washington, D.C. at the time, and I had this idea for a song about, like, police sirens. And he was like, well, I hear a lot of those here, so let me help you write this song. So we put this little song together. Usually this song and the song after it, Easy Waves, they kind of go back to back, but I'm going to play it through and just kind of stop this one, and we'll talk about
You do
the next
whatever
one.
you want to do.
Yeah.
It's your show.
They kind of have we wrote a little musical interlude thing between them, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if, maybe I'm feeling
Go
it.
for it.
Maybe we'll get weird. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Yeah. All right, this is Sirens. With sirens singing through the night, I wonder if they just wanna run the lights to put out a fire or put out a fight. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose my mind. What I'd give for the countryside. No concrete and no skyline, and watch the birth of every sunrise. Fog in the city, fog in my mind, with the smoking the gin, I begin to unwind. So what would you say if we took a ride and found our way out of the maze tonight? We'd escape to the countryside. No concrete and no skyline, and watch the birth of every sunrise. So take me away from these city streets. I can't stand the noise and I can't take the heat. There's too many dreams running through my head, and no stars above my anxious bed. But what I'd give for the countryside, and no concrete, no skyline, and watch the birth of every sunrise. Thanks.
I dig that groove on that.
And it's a groovy song, right? It's got lots of chords to it, though, so
I
it's
like
kind of
it.
a
Tough one to play.
yeah.
You've got an interesting voice because it's a very firm. I mean, Helen and I've been writing notes back and forth.
Oh, man.
about
My,
your
Oh, my
my
gosh.
note,
Yeah.
my note
Yeah.
is that your voice is very, very similar to Neil Diamond.
and timbre.
That's
yeah.
what my mom says.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She always says Neil Diamond. Yeah. Hi, Mom,
Yes.
if you're watching, you got to back
Mom,
up on the Neil
right
Diamond.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Helen
Yeah.
concurs. Randy concurs.
Okay. Excellent.
I do.
Yeah. I hear more of that on the more I listen to you.
That's
She
so-
mentioned it
yeah.
real early when I first came back in here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I take that as a compliment. If Mama says it, and then everybody else backs it up, it's like,
Oh,
all
yeah.
right, I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mama number 2 says so too.
remember, yeah, mamas are always right. ain't nothing scarier than an old woman with a new broom. That's what they say.
Damn straight.
Oh man.
And your next song is Easy Wave. You said somehow this segues into the song that you
Yeah,
just
the
did?
last song kind of like there's a musical thing that because I play, I guess technically I play folk music kind of, but I have a band and we play rock and roll. Yeah.
Covers a lot of ground.
Yeah, so when I do it with the band, we have like interludes between songs and we go kind of
yeah.
weird places. So yeah, that
Jam.
last song kind of like goes from that really weird chord to like lots of really weird dissonant stuff, and we get weirder and weirder and weirder, and then it finally ends up with this song, which is Easy Waves. Lover, come and comfort me, and calm these frenzied hands. The news reports are never good, there's a curse upon the land. And sing a song of the hard times for the stricken and the lame. and the cancer that we can't fight will come and go again. Chasing days, easy waves, hold my heart up to the sun. Call your name, let the waves wash over me. And give me a night wrapped in your arms to calm this beating heart. The sun is quickly fading, well, let's chase away the dark. And remember the joy we've tasted, the women, wine and rhyme. And throw your head back, sing this lonesome song. Chasing days, easy waves, hold my heart up to the sun. Call your name, let the waves wash over me. Is there truth in the smoke rings? 'Cause I've been burning cigarettes, walking the edge of sorrow. Well, I heard love's not through with me yet. Chasing days, easy waves, hold my heart up to the sun. Call your name, let the waves wash over me. Appreciate it.
As soon as she mentions Neil Diamond, now you're coming at me with a Gordon Lightfoot type of stuff.
That's another one my mom says too.
Well, I heard it all over that song.
Your mom is one smart cookie.
She is. Yeah.
She needs to come hang out with us.
Yeah.
She would love that. I should have brought her down here with me.
You should have.
I will. When Taylor comes back, I'll bring her with me because she loves Taylor's songs too. So.
Okay, sounds good. Your last song of the evening that you're going to take us out of the show with is Mockingbird.
Yeah, this is Mockingbird. I've had this song around for a long time. I was really obsessed with Robert Johnson back in the day for a while. And wanted to write kind of a blues thing, but kind of do it in my own way, so. There we go. So it's a song about a mockingbird,
All right.
as the title implies. So here you go. Thanks for listening, and for anybody that's on
pleasure.
Facebook. Yeah, thanks for having me out. I appreciate it. Here you go. There's a mockingbird upon the power line, and he sings his song into the rising sun, and he'll serenade for days at a time. Oh, I wish I had his patience and the flock of sparrows down below with a discontent that's much as mine, forgetting the sky they own. Oh, why don't they just take to the wing and fly? Hidden in the branches of spring are doves who do not have a care. Oh, they make their love so quiet and deep. And would you come and hide with me there? Yes, would you come and hide with me there? Still silence fills the air and drives my nervous songs like that mockingbird without a care. Well, I sing to break the dying calm. Yes, I sing, oh, I sing. Well, I sing to break the dying calm. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Man, twice in a year I get to see you, huh?
Yeah.
And you're going to come back with Taylor?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to come back with Taylor, yeah, when he
Good.
comes. And,
All
yeah,
right.
I'll probably end up playing guitar with him or something.
And that'll
so.
be in October, is it? Or is it September?
Oh, I don't remember.
It's coming
it was
up
on.
soon.
It was on your poster earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I forgot
coming up
what day it
soon.
was. Yeah.
Coming up soon, yeah.
Yeah.
In a theater near you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I really
It's
appreciate
been
it.
such a pleasure, and I do look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah. I
Also,
hope we
wanted
get
to
come
thank
back.
our Facebook audience for tuning in tonight and listening
Absolutely.
to you.
Hi, everybody.
We've got a great studio audience here tonight. Thank them for coming out.
And the YouTube audience, too. that'll be
Yes,
there, yeah.
yes. And then we have Reno Treadway, who's our engineer back there doing his
Hey,
thing
Ray.
behind the
Hey, Reno.
scenes. We have Gene and Barbara Moore and Bruce Davis all taking your picture, making you look gorgeous.
Clicking away. Should have put on more makeup.
And of course, we've got Randy. Without him, this wouldn't be possible. You're in the music room.